looked up, it went black from there. You know, felt a lot of heat.
It was a weekend fire that injured 5 firefighters in Chesterfield County. 2 of them, the volunteer fire chief and his son, who are both now home from the burn center in Charleston. The blaze happened at a mill that deals with wood shavings, but there were 2 explosions there that caught everyone by surprise.
Queen City News anchor Derek Dellinger spoke with the father and the son about the fire.
We're told the worst of the injuries are mainly first and second degree burns, and they came as a result of 2 explosions that happened Saturday night at that mill. Those explosions happened as a result of some dry and burning material coming into contact with open air. Despite the injuries that were suffered at the time, the firefighters apparently did want to get back out, including a father and son who had a very interesting last few days. If you take a look at the fire gear for some of the Sand Hill Volunteer Fire Department, you'll notice some of the sawdust still there, inside helmets and on jackets that did protect those wearing them Saturday night. But 2 firefighters, a fire chief and his son, Thomas Cato Sr. and Jr., can't deny how bad things briefly got. Their faces are bandaged and underneath, second-degree burns.
We just thought this was going to be more simple than what we've been doing, but it turned out to be probably one of the worst.
Sand Hill was helping out neighboring High Point Volunteer Fire Department at a fire that was at Circle S, a mill in Chesterfield County that deals in wood shavings. Firefighters tell us bitterly cold temperatures affected the fire suppression system there, and firefighters were needed. We're told fires here happen occasionally given what the mill deals with, but as soon as some of those burning shavings and sawdust came into contact with open air, it led to 2 booms that wound up injuring 5 firefighters, father and son included.
Like what the heck just happened, because there was kind of a minor explosion and then a real big explosion.
When I looked up, it went black from there. You know, felt a lot of heat.
And they say despite the injuries, they initially did not want to leave. They had a job to do, but EMS noticed swelling on their faces and a need for them to get care. They eventually did, and both got back Tuesday night from the burn center in Charleston, surrounded by a lot of community support. What they have over their faces right now are bandages that make sure the burns do not get infected. And at least for the next couple of weeks, those bandages will have to be switched out twice a day. Thomas Sr.'s main burns are on his chin and nose. Thomas Jr.'s is somewhat more extensive.
Second-degree burns about all the way down to my bottom jaw line. They removed pretty much all of my skin from my hair. I got a little bit of burn where my hair was. They removed it, you know. Both of my ears has got second degree on top of them.
For now, they have to rest, but while they recover, both say they want back out.
My heart and soul's in the fire service. My son's is too.
Both are expected to recover completely. Thomas Sr. says he plans on being back at work within the next couple of weeks. Thomas Jr. is going to be taking a little bit longer because of the extent of his injuries, but both say they have no plans to scale back any of their work on the fire department once they have that clean bill of health. In Chesterfield County, Derek Dellinger, Queen City News.